He unknowingly invited an enigma into his home, one that would change the way he understood the universe and himself. And it was only the beginning. The airlock sealed with a hiss behind them. Jalen exhaled a breath he hadn't realized he was holding. The alien girl stood in the middle of his cramped dome, scanning everything with wide, calculating eyes. Despite her delicate features, there was something distinctly non-human in the way she moved, fluid, measured, like every gesture was pre-coded with purpose. She looked at his tools, his data pads, his food rations, all with a calm that bordered on eerie. Jalen cleared his throat. You, need something to drink. She didn't answer verbally, but her gaze drifted to the hydration pod he held. Earlier, he offered it, and she took it with both hands, bowing slightly before sipping. Her lips left a faint, metallic shimmer on the surface. The silence hung between them like thick fog. Jalen, unsure of alien etiquette, decided to take the diplomatic approach. He pointed to himself. Jalen. Her eyes flickered with interest. Then, as if the motion of speech was new, she slowly pressed her hand to her chest. Aesha. The name echoed not in his ears, but again in his mind resonating deeper than simple sound. He nodded. Okay, Aesha. What species are you? Where are you from? She sat slowly on the edge of his bunk, the reflective biocloth shifting like liquid metal over her frame. Her voice, still telepathic, responded with somber clarity. I am Rilari. We do not belong to this system. We observe, not engage. I was left behind when our orbiting ship was attacked by the hive. The rest of my unit scattered. Some died. Jalen blinked. The hive. He had heard of them in briefing reports, an aggressive insectoid race that had devastated smaller outposts near Saturn. If she was being honest, then she had survived a direct encounter. That alone was no small feat. He crouched beside the bed, lowering his voice instinctively, as if afraid the walls might listen. You said they abandoned you. A flicker of something passed through her. Shame, perhaps. I was a liability. I suffered shell breach. They chose to preserve the many over the one. Jesus, he muttered. That's cold. It is survival. Jalen stood and walked to the tiny food shelf. He fumbled around and eventually handed her a nutrient pack. She sniffed it